Good evening, everyone. First item on the agenda is the presentation of the colors by the Gainesville High NJR OTC. That's not there. Presentation of the colors by the Gainesville High NJR TC. Everybody, please stand. Forward. March. Mark. Time. March. Color guard. Oh. Present. Colors. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Carry. Colors. Ready. Cut. March. Time. March. Forward. March. March. Time. March. Color guard. Hold. Order. Colors. Ready. Cut. Good evening. I am Cadet Petty Officer Third Class, Marvel Velasquez Tercero. I am a freshman attending Gainesville High School, and my ambition after graduation is to become a lawyer. Good evening. I am Cadet Lieutenant Commander Minor Velasquez Tercero. I am currently a junior at Gainesville High School. My ambition after graduation is to attend college and study the criminal justice pathway.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Steven Deli Rodriguez. I'm a freshman at Gainesville High School, and my ambitions after graduation are to go to college and study pre-med.
Good evening. I am Cadet Chief Petty Officer Daniel. I'm a sophomore in Gainesville High School, and my ambition after high school is to go to the United States Marine Corps.
All right, let's give these cadets. Have some visitors here with us. If you are a leader to the call, would you please stand up, give us your name, and tell us which organization that you with.
Good evening, I'm Stephen Smith. Thank you all for having me. I'm with UNG, West Service VP for Gainesville, Kansas.
I'm John Cuba. I'm with the Northeast Georgia Health System, where I serve as Executive Vice President, Chief Operating Officer.
And I am Rosanna. I'm with Brad University School of Occupational Therapy and College of Health Sciences, and I currently work as an office manager.
All right, welcome everyone. We'll turn it over to Dr. Williams for a recognition.
Yeah, this is the last time in the school year we're going to recognize those students as a group in the school. So our first group tonight is Centennial Arts Academy, and like that's Dr. Kyle Jefferson. If you would please come up, present our students and our heroes of the herd this evening. Jefferson. Good evening, everyone. All right, today I'm going to be highlighting two groups of students that have put forth exceptional effort this year at Centennial Arts Academy. They've worked really hard this year to go above and beyond expectations. And as educators, we often emphasize the importance of academic excellence, but I think it's imperative that we recognize the invaluable lessons and experiences that come from participating in activities beyond the classroom. Our first group of students is a group of girls that participated in a before-school program called IT Girls. This year at Centennial, we did something new and partnered with a community-based organization called IT Girls. IT Girls focuses on STEM study, and we created so that young female students who are interested in STEM have a structured extracurricular program where they can explore and develop their interests and talents related to STEM. The vision of this program is to prepare students to have competitive advantage in academic and career interests. The program is designed to guide students through project-based work, partner with businesses, and provide guest speakers that can give insight, inspiration, and guidance. We've had guest speakers visit Centennial every week to facilitate workshops where our students engage in project-based learning focused on STEM. This group of students has engaged in meaningful STEM studies, and it's been a pleasure to witness their level of engagement and enthusiasm. Our second group to be acknowledged is going to be our musical theater club. At Centennial, one of our goals that I have as a new principal is to expand our arts program. We started this year by working closely with our musical theater production. Our theater group is the longest standing performing group at Centennial and has been under the direction of our music teacher, Mrs. Pettit, for the past 10 years. Two other teachers, Ms. Guest and Ms. Funk, have joined Ms. Pettit in leading this club in recent years, with Ms. Guest focusing on speaking parts and Ms. Funk leading the choreography. This fall, the club functions more as a show choir and travel throughout the community of Gainesville to perform during the holiday season. And this spring, a large musical was prepared to perform for the school as well as families in the Gainesville community. We formed a close partnership with Gainesville High School under the direction of Ms. Tyra Wimpy. Within this partnership, our musical theater students have been able to serve as ushers at some of the Gainesville High School musicals, which allows them to be high schoolers, tour the facility backstage in the tech booth, and get a free seat to watch the production as well. The Gainesville High School performers in turn come to watch the Centennial production, run the lights and the sound, and serve as backstage crew. This year is the first time that our spring musical was able to be performed at Gainesville High School, and our entire student body was able to watch the performance. The students being recognized were some of the leading characters in the spring production. It was just a few weeks ago. The production was Annie. They represent a small portion of the students in our musical theater club, since there are an average of 40 to 50 students. So students, when I call your name, you can come on up. We'll start with our IT girl students. Panel Apencho, Sarah Alvarez, Brooklyn Clark, Dewan, Amari Hester, Taylor Humphries, Tegan Pettit, Mercy Rodriguez, Jay Shockley, Elizabeth Rios, Vivian Wilkes, Yolanda Ito, Marisol Barroza, Andrea Obiel. Our musical theater students.
Hey, Dr. Jefferson, we'll hold off on this. Let's get a picture of this group.
Any other groups are in the IT girls program? I didn't call your name. You can go on. And our next club are our musical theater students. When I call your name, you can come up to the front. Sydney Lewis, Jessica Graham, Jaden Graham, Cooper Millwood, Tegan Pettit, Anthony Patel, London Allen, Amira Grant, Sarah Alvarez, Camille Cox, and Yolanda Perez. Are there any other students in the musical theater club that can name your call?
Congratulations again. Hold up. I'll keep looking fingers.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, on to our heroes of the herd. It's my pleasure to present our award for heroes of the herd. We have a classified staff member and a certified staff member today. Our heroes of the herd recognize the certified and classified staff for their exceptional leadership, exemplary work performance, enthusiastic attitude, and commitment to the Gainesville City school system. The award acknowledges those outstanding individuals who work and go above and beyond to get the job done, for being a true hero and using the hearts everywhere to reach out to others. We're going to start with our classified staff member, and her name is Ms. Alethea Thompson. Ms. Thompson, come on up. We start by reading a statement that was submitted about Ms. Thompson from one of her colleagues. Ms. Thompson is always a ray of sunshine. She goes above and beyond for our students and is always so welcoming to staff, students, and parents. In addition to that statement, I wish to shine a spotlight on the tireless efforts and unwavering commitment that truly left a mark on our school. Ms. Thompson has transformed the pre-K experience for our students in ways that words can scarcely capture. This is her 6th year at Centennial. Her warmth and compassion create an environment where little ones feel not only safe and nurtured, but also inspired to explore, discover, and learn. She embodies the very essence of what it means to be an educator, someone who not only imparts knowledge, but also fosters the love of learning that will endure for a lifetime. Beyond her interactions with students at Centennial, Ms. Thompson is a true team player in every sense of the word. Whether collaborating with coworkers, lending a listening ear, or simply offering a word of encouragement, she embodies the spirit of collaboration and camaraderie that defines our school community. On behalf of the entire school community, I extend my deepest gratitude for your unwavering dedication, your balanced compassion, and your tireless efforts to inspire and uplift those around you. We're immensely fortunate to have you as a part of our school community at Centennial. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Our next hero of the herd is our kindergarten teacher, Ms. Emily Mayo. Let's start by reading a statement from one of Ms. Mayo's colleagues. Ms. Mayo, you can make your way up. Ms. Mayo has been in Centennial for 4 years, and this is a statement submitted by one of her colleagues. Ms. Mayo is the lead teacher in kindergarten. She's always there for her students inside and outside of school. She is always available to answer questions and works well with her coworkers. That's a very true statement. As a first-year principal at Centennial, I see this every day and working with Ms. Mayo. Everyone who works in education knows that there are a few roles that are as crucial as a kindergarten teacher as Ms. Mayo is. She's worked tirelessly to create a learning environment that is not only academically rigorous, but also infusing compassion and joy. Every day I see her greet her students with a warm smile, instilling in them a sense of confidence, curiosity, and wonder that will serve them well long after they leave her classroom. Ms. Mayo's impact extends far beyond the four walls of her classroom. She's a true leader within our school community, taking on numerous leadership roles and initiatives with grace and enthusiasm. Whether serving on committees, mentoring her colleagues, she's consistently going above and beyond to support the growth and development of her fellow educators. Ms. Mayo is not only a leader among her peers, but also a trusted partner and advocate for her students and their families. She recognized that education is a collaborative effort that requires the involvement of all stakeholders, and she works tirelessly to build strong relationships with parents, ensuring that each child deserves the support and resources that they need. So once again, thank you, Ms. Mayo. Our second school recognition of the month is Fair Street International Academy. I'd like to ask Ms. Denise Hallstrom if she would please join us and recognize her students and staff.
Good afternoon, buenas tardes. Today we will recognize at Fair Street we are planting positivity, unearthing joy, and growing greatness. At Fair Street nosotros estamos plantando positividad, extrañando alegría y también creciendo grandes. Entonces lo que nosotros vamos a hacer es reconocer los niños que tienen achievement más alto en el lugar. So what we will do is recognize students who have the highest achievement growth and growth on their iReady screeners. So when I call your name, please come on up. Ms. Nicole, you can come up too. We can't do this without you. So for highest growth, we have Wendy Gomez, Alan Ramos Flores, Ana Tercios, Mireya Martinez. If I call your name, come up. I know you're here somewhere. Kendra Alonso, Enrique Andres, Leonardo Lucas Perez, Alejandro Bonilla, William Galindo, Jasmine Bush, Rizal Balvin Rodriguez, Sebastian Avellana, Yair Garcia Cordero, Romano Sanchez Gomez, Ariel Hilbert, Belen Perez, Jeremiah Leonardo Picada Matos, Leonard Rogers, Kylie Lopez, Angel Mendoza Amos, and Pedro Camelo.
Keep smiling, everybody keep smiling. Just look in the middle. All right, congratulations.
And for our highest overall scores in reading, para las calificaciones más altas en lectura, we have some students that might come up twice. So we have Wendy Gomez again, Jorge Chavez, Taran Jenkins, Kenneth Merrickman, Kendra Alonso, Kai Kroski, Arabella Pachua, Zoe Leon Chaperone, William Galindo, Azariah Miranda Garcia, Diego Elliott, Kimberly Rodriguez, Marlo, you're becoming an expert after William. Marlo Lyons, Nathan Moreno Galvin, Jose Aguilar, Belen Perez, Jeremiah Evans, Johanna Duran, Leonard Rogers, Kylie Lopez, Kyson Jones, and Natalia Banera.
Congratulations.
I will say, I think that also have our assistant principal, but with our instructional coach and all of our teachers that have showed up tonight to support their students. So thank you very much for coming and supporting our students. The new law, Heroes of the Earth, like Dr. Jefferson said, recognizes certified and classified staff for their exceptional leadership, exemplary work performance, enthusiastic attitude, and commitment to Gainesville City School System. This award acknowledges those outstanding individuals who work above and beyond in getting the job done for being a true hero, using their hearts to reach out to others. The recipients truly serve one Gainesville and one Earth, while aligning the district's mission to inspire, nurture, challenge, and prepare all students to be successful upon graduation. I'm going to let Ms. Whitcomb go ahead and introduce our classified staff. Our hero of the herd for our classified staff is Elvia Castaneda. Elvia Castaneda, I want you to hear everything first. Elvia has mastered the ability of taking on 2 roles at one time, serving 2 grade levels, working the carpool line, also serving wherever she's needed, and is an instructional paraprofessional we would hate to lose with grace. She has built and continued relationships with both teams and all students at Fair Street, so they work like a well-oiled machine. She is the queen of the cafeteria. She always has a positive attitude, smiling face, and is always asking for other ways and ideas to help her students and staff members. She truly makes FSIA a great place to call home. Ms. Elvia Castaneda, there is nothing more that Ms. Whitcomb could say, but congratulations.
Please tell me what's in a free can.
Our certified staff member is Gainesville City School's biggest cheerleader, literally. Not only was she a Gainesville High School alumni and a cheerleader, but she is the Fair Street team captain and cheerleader. Darby Shea is being recognized tonight as our hero of the herd for our certified staff. Your nomination said, Darby is always a team player. She is willing to learn to further her skills and is always there to help. She never says no, even though she really wants to. She goes above and beyond to help every teacher in the classroom. She helps children, she helps custodians, she helps the principal and assistant principal. She really is a superhero. Darby is an amazing person and a wonderful academic coach. Even on her journey to become a mom of 2, she always is there to support everyone in the building. She goes above and beyond and feeds us well, too. She's a team player and wants every teacher in our building to feel successful and supported. And there is no limit to what she can't do. If there's something she doesn't know, she goes to Denise, Denise goes to whoever she needs to, and then they all find out. She will work hard to find the answer and solution. She's dependable and always has a smile on her face. She is the utmost professional, and Fair Street has grown so much in positivity, academic success, Thank you for all the work she does. Congratulations, Barb.
Congratulations, brother.
Let's give our students and staff. Also tonight, we'll get to recognize the staff in the group of St. Mark's Academy, and I'm going to call up our special ed director, Ms. Dana Cobb, to present the first prize.
Tonight, I'm honored to recognize Allie Best from Centennial Arts Academy with this year's Philip Wright Award. Each year, school districts in Northeast Georgia and Pioneer area honor an individual who strongly commits to improving educational outcomes for students with disabilities. This award is given in the name of Philip Wright, who created a legacy of service in this area. The award is given to an individual who exemplifies service, deep respect, regard, commitment, and advocacy for children with special needs. Ms. Best is a picture of everyone who traits. When you walk into this Best classroom, there's immediate sense of family, warmth, and calm. Her classroom is a safe place where students can freely express themselves and learn how to manage big emotions in a productive way. Her students build skills that will help them in general education classrooms, but most importantly, they help build self-confidence. That confidence allows for students to tackle any challenge before them because they know this best will be right there if they need her. Allie, thank you for your unwavering commitment to your students. Your impact will be felt years after your students leave your classroom. You are making a profound impact on the lives of students every day.
Any board commendations? None? Okay, that does end the recognition portion of our meeting tonight. You are more than welcome to stay around for our formal business, but if you need to leave, now's a good time to do so. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Red, we need not have any seconds. Everyone really? Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Sure, I'd like to, adopt this rule 5, Roman numeral 7. And that's it. All right, got a motion by Mr. Morrow, second by Dr. Benji, all those in favor? Motion carries, thank you. Dr. Jefferson, if you would, come up here and give us an update on all the good things that are going on at Centennial. Hello again. All right, our school update at Centennial. I'm excited to stand before you today to share some of the incredible progress and achievements happening at Centennial Arts Academy. This year has been marked by remarkable milestones and initiatives that have truly enriched our community. I'll start by mentioning some of our accomplishments. This year, we had a lot of winners at Centennial. We've had 2 district level winners in our school, the Georgia Young Authors Competition. Centennial student was 2nd place in the district spelling bee. We had first, second, and third place statewide winner of the tone competition. And last but certainly not least, each year, the Greater Hall Chamber of Commerce and departments initiate art essay contests, Arbor Day art and essay contest, and one of our 5th grade students was the winner of that competition. In regards to academics, one of the most significant strides we have made in our approach to monitoring student progress. Our teachers have embraced the power of data and diligently monitor student achievement across various subject and learning groups. This allows us to identify trends, areas of improvement, and tailor our instruction to meet the diverse needs of our students. What sets our approach apart is the visual representation of student progress that adorns our school building. From colorful charts tracking student fluency to interactive displays showcasing math proficiency, these visual representations serve as constant reminders of the incredible growth and accomplishments our students have achieved. Not only do they celebrate individual successes, but they also foster a culture of accountability and motivation, inspiring our students to strive for excellence in everything that they do. The collaborative effort of our staff in implementing this monitoring system has been truly commendable. Through regular meetings, data reviews, and professional development sessions, our teachers have shared best practices, collaborating on strategies, and support one another in the quest to empower our students to reach their full potential. As a result of our collective efforts, our students are not only aware of their progress, but they're actively engaged in their own learning journey. They see the evidence of their growth displayed proudly throughout the school, serving as a source of inspiration and motivation to continue striving for excellence. In addition to those accomplishments, one of the highlights of this academic year has been the introduction of our Parent Academy. It was a full-day parent workshop. This initiative was designed to empower and engage parents in their children's education by providing a workshop and resources tailored to meet their needs. I'm delighted to report that the Parent Academy has been a resounding success, with a decent turnout of parents eager to participate and collaborate with us in nurturing their children's academic success. We had a day where community partners came into the building to facilitate a entire full day workshop for our parents and give out resources. This is the first year that we've had this event Centennial, but it's definitely not planned to continue this because it's an amazing event. Our school counselor, Dr. Neese, did an amazing job facilitating this. In addition to the success of our Parent Academy, our school has witnessed remarkable parent engagement across the various events. This is our first year that we've had family events for each grade level on every month of the school year. And we also call a decent job for curriculum night, with a decent percentage of parents attending and demonstrating strong partnership between home and school. This collaborative effort is a fundamental in fostering a supportive learning environment where students can thrive. And last but certainly not least, I'm thrilled to announce the successful launch of our school's first soccer club. We had an overwhelming number of students express interest the first half of the school year in playing soccer. And this year we figured out a way to bring it to the school. This initiative has helped provide our students an exciting opportunity to engage in physical activity, teamwork, and sportsmanship. The enthusiasm and passion displayed by our students in the soccer club has been truly inspiring, reinforcing the commitment and to offering diverse, enriching extracurricular activities. Thank you. All right, thank you, Dr. Jefferson. Are there any questions of Dr. Jefferson?
One question I wanted to ask, I know just being on the same campus footprint with the high school, and the traffic, that probably is going on over there, is I know that you start earlier and get out earlier than the high school, but does that schedule work pretty well for everybody? Do you feel like, I know getting in and out is always hard, but.
It's more traditional in the afternoon than it is in the morning. We've got it down, I'll be honest, my first maybe 2 weeks, just spent a lot of time trying to brainstorm. Sort of 2 lanes at the bottom of the, carpool line that we didn't necessarily do at the very beginning of the school year. It's helped a little bit. So to answer your question, it's working fine. We got short since the beginning of the school year. I will say at the beginning of the school year, it was back from Pearl Diggs almost to John Morrow. They pulled it off Pearl Diggs onto the shoulder there. That works out okay. And once they start to double up, that really is some. We know that especially in Centennial and Noda, we definitely the first couple of weeks of school always have higher volume. And then that's why we continue to encourage people to ride the bus. Yeah, so the school year is going on more, which is catch bus. At the beginning of the school year, I think we call it sort of offer to help navigate traffic. Mrs. Kenny and I, from time to time, will go out and assist, if it gets too easy.
Do we still do that? I know we used to have the bus that would go to like the Green Street pool lot at City Park and people would pick up and just take a whole bus load. Do you still do?
I don't believe that's even one. And Noda does, but then it backs up down to Thompson Ridge Road times. This year, well, I believe they've had it since.
It's similar to what it's also construction.
The bad part was they were still working with the pavilion and then they were doing some other stuff. There were all the time, actually got there, some semi trucks that were parked on Century Place. And Century Place wasn't open in front of the high school. So you're familiar with what it was last school year versus this school year, it's definitely better.
Yes.
But it's still, it's back to normal, as
Yes.
normal as that can be.
I would say it's actually
Now, y'all gotta remember, this is Dr. Jefferson's first year, it's not been around before.
13 years, and it had some.
So y'all give you some hard questions. What's your role?
I'll say 7:48, around.
This may not be as practical, but important nonetheless. Will you commit to doing the dunk tank again?
No, I don't really got told that. I don't like to see them do that. Like, go crazy, where you're not living on each. Right.
I do want to commend you for that, though. Enjoy getting to know you here and there. You seem very tough, but fair. And, I enjoy that in our leadership, seeing toughness and fairness, and then to see you get in the dunk tank.
Thank you.
I know the kids, they love seeing that too.
Definitely had a patient desire to second month work.
So maybe we can get you to do it.
Charge twice as much to, well, Dr. Jefferson.
I think what Steven said is he's going to do 4 years. He's going
Oh,
to.
there you go. There you go. You know, actually, that may be something good as a principal, this is principal, all the board members and superintendent, take a turn on that dunk tank.
I think I'm not.
Sounds like I'm losing for minutes.
I'll tell you what, I'll do. Here we go. I would like this work. Okay, are there any other questions about Dr. Jefferson? Dr. Jefferson, thank you for your time. All right, thank you. Up next is Mrs. Colstrip to go over all the great things that are happening at Fair Street.
Hello, everyone.
Oh,
So it's a great honor to stand before you to share the achievements and ongoing initiatives at Fair Street International Academy. Since its May, as we reflect on the 2023-2024 journey, it's evident that our commitment to excellence and innovation, which you might sound, keep that word in your mind for next year, continues to elevate our school to new heights. In the fall, Fair Street International Academy was recognized as the first PBIS distinguished school in Gainesville City Schools. This prestigious accolade is a testament to the dedication and hard work of our entire school community, our staff, and our students in fostering a positive and supportive learning environment. In addition to this incredible honor, we celebrated a myriad of enriching events throughout the year. Most recently, our Honoring the Past, Inspiring the Future community brunch served as a powerful reminder of the rich heritage and tradition of African Americans, not only to our society, but to the Fair Street culture. It was a joyous occasion where students, staff, and community members came together to honor and celebrate diversity. We had a spectacular Hispanic Heritage Night in the fall, where each class celebrated a different Spanish-speaking country. Our families donated food, and we had a parade of nations, but the most important thing was the inflatable bull. So we don't have a dunk tank, students, but we do have an inflatable bull. We expect to see you on next year. Our students have had the opportunity to explore interests and talents through a variety of extracurricular and after-school clubs, to which they build relationships with students that they are most comfortable with. Tone, journalism, media broadcasting on our live morning production events, robotics and STEM, art club, music club, and the GBI. No, not the real GBI, but Girls Being Innovators. From our most recent career day on Friday, where we had over 40 presenters, to taking our entire school to Brown University to see the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and also the Gainesville Ballet. The PBIS Spirit Weeks and celebrations once a month, our students have been engaged in meaningful learning experiences extending beyond the classroom, and so has our staff. It's always nice to get out of the building with your entire family. Our commitment to increase parent engagement remains unwavering. Through monthly in-person workshops, which also included a trip to the hub, we provide families with valuable resources to support and participate in their child's education journey. We recognize that some of our parents at Fair Street need our support in order to parent their children. We give them those avenues. We recognize the crucial role that they play in their success, and we're dedicated to fostering those strong partnerships with our family. We invite them in for lunch every day, ask them to join us at carpool, and often they attend field trips. One of the most exciting developments on our campus recently is the unveiling of our very own playground. Makes me emotional because the little things bring so much joy to some of these kids. Thanks to a generous grant that teachers write in this boardroom helped write, and from the DOE for the outdoor learning, and the contribution that the board and district supported us with, we have our very own state-of-the-art playground on the Fair Street campus. We no longer have to go down to the Boys and Girls Club and share with them. Our students have something that belongs to them. Not only does it provide an extension of the classroom, but it provides them with hands-on learning and experiences in a natural environment. Our focus on social and emotional learning is also at the core of everything we do. We also received a Calming Corner grant, the implementation of our PBIS Kindness grant, and as well as our Character Strong lessons during our Connections classes, which our teachers teach. Each month, our students participate in a school-wide kindness activity. This month, we chalked our walk with kind messages, and our 5th grade was the first one to chalk it. We've also now chalked our entire hallway, all our Gainesville rugs, and everywhere there are chalk footprints all over the building. But what's the best part about 5th grade getting to chalk it first is the other grades can't wait to chalk their room. So students will have dusty footprints all over the building. These initiatives aim to create a culture of empathy, compassion, and respect amongst our students, empowering them to become responsible and caring individuals genuinely. I'm especially delighted to announce that Fair Street International Academy has one of our faculty members, Karen McCusker, being named as the GCSS to ESOL District Teacher of the Year. This is extremely special for Fair Street, since we do have a very high number of English language learners. This recognition is a testament to dedication to providing inclusive and equitable education for all of our students, but especially our English language learners. My commitment to my staff is professional growth and development to build their capacity. Through the University of Delaware ongoing professional learning opportunities with Dr. Daly, she supports our bookworm intensive training, and we strive to enhance instructional practice that will hopefully provide the best quality education there is in Gainesville. As we look ahead to the end of the year, which is really close, we remain committed to our mission of inspiring, nurturing, challenging, and preparing every student's success. At Fair Street, we do draw inspiration from the 4 principles of Culturized by Jimmy Casas, ensuring that our entire school community reflects championing for students, expecting excellence, carrying the banner, and being a merchant of hope. For every student, every day, no matter what it takes. I could not do any of this work or heavy lifting without the members of my administrative team, which one is retiring and one is going on to have a new career as a stay-at-home mom. But I know that their support that they've given our teachers, our dedicated faculty and staff, our supportive families, and our exceptional students for their unwavering drive to continue to put their best foot forward. Together at Fair Street, we plant positivity, wonder, joy, and grow greatness to create brighter students for all of the children at Fair Street. Any questions?
Any questions, Mrs. Altra? What is your enrollment?
611.
But just keep in mind, my first year, we were 350. So huge increase. We're anticipating just shy of 60.
Our elementary schools, Fair Street is the newest, Fair Street after.
The newest one is another, second division, Money Mill. In Fair Street,
And what's the total capacity of your?
725.
We're almost there.
So, we have 3 schools that are around that 800 number, 1 school that's a little north of 600, and 3 schools that are around 550.
How long will we be back in this, in the new Fair Street?
Since 2013. One thing I would like to add is on Friday at 9:30, they'll be doing the unveiling of the Woody Minute Drive. And so Ms. Halltrack, we got a few students that'll be performing, reading the alma mater, and recognize Mr. Mitchell for his 34 years in the school.
Hope you'll be there to join us. You can shop your footprints through our LinkedIn.
No.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Mrs. Walker. Next item on the agenda is the third quarter donation report from Mr. Kelly.
Good evening. Basically, so it's extremely appreciative of all the donations from our community members. Places within listed those donations to be of January 1 through March.
Any questions? All right, Ms. Kelly. See you back up here in a little while. Dr. Williams?
Yeah, I just want to spend a couple of real brief moments on the update of the spring strategic plan. We are wrapping up this 5-year cycle, and at one of the May or June board meetings, we'll be bringing forward the new 5-year strategic plan as we shift from Inspire, Nurture, Challenge, and Fair to Relate, Empower, and Discover, and you start to see it infused a little bit. But this report is just here for your viewing, that if you want to look through it, you'll see a few things that jump out, some positive, some not so positive. In the first section, when we look at Inspire, we see that we have a new social emotional learning survey called SAVERS that is provided to our students. 73% of our students are low risk, 23% at some risk. Only 4% of our students are considered high risk based on that survey. We'll be doing the second round of that this school year in May to be able to compare beginning of the year to the end of the year. PBIS operational status. Last year we brought this to, we're actually in the yellow, so we decreased here. This was due to discipline from a shift from one year to the next. Basically, a large part of our status of being operational or distinguished is based on discipline. And a few of our schools, we were 5 out of 8 last year. We dropped to just 1 out of 8. We could not count necessarily GMS West because they were installing the first year. But you heard Ms. Halltrack mention that Fair Street was the 1 out of 8, and it was the only distinguished school that we had in our area. And just scrolling down, you'll see the school climate rating. Our schools are a safe place to be. That's reflected by our students, our families, and our teachers. And then when it comes to nurture, you see student participation, social emotional interventions, diverse staff, and engagement. Just comparison year over year. One of the things we realized that this strategic plan is we need more data points. So when we look forward to having a new strategic plan, we'll have a more robust way of looking across areas as opposed to what this strategic plan gave us. And scrolling on down, you'll see in challenge, the yellow, a lot of that's just some of the inconsistency that we see.
We see our kids moving out of tier 2 and tier 3 down, tier 1 or tier 2. We saw academic achievement in middle school and high school look much better last year. We did have a dip at elementary, and the same thing goes with literacy and literacy. So our goal is to try and be more consistent across some of those. The reason we want to share this with you now is that we do have milestones starting next week at all of our schools. And so we're on that scene. Graduation rate, we went from 84.9 to 86.6, which is about where we'll hover. More than likely based on our number of students, but also the transiency that goes with that, and some of the challenges that our students have. We do anticipate Horizon helping with that as a district. But overall, that will not happen this year. We'll be reflecting to a great extent. I will say we are above every subgroup in the state of Georgia when it comes to graduation rates, workforce development. We do a great job preparing our kids to get exposed. And then for our students that are looking to take that next step with work-based learning, dual enrollment, advanced placement exams, we're on the right track there. So just a few things that we need to, the schools have been working on this year. We just need to continue to be sure we're focusing on year over year.
Are there any questions, Dr. Williams? Next up is Mr. Jay Ray to discuss the ESSER carryover review and feedback.
Good evening. I'm here to present to you some information about ESSER 3. You may also hear this called the ARP Act, which stands for American Rescue Plan. So if you hear ESSER or ARP, they're one and the same. Just a little background, because I know we have a couple of new board members since the last time I presented some information about this. We received this grant in 2021 as a result of the pandemic. All of the states across the nation allocated funds from the federal government to all of their school districts to help address issues related to the pandemic. It was meant to be a 3-year grant with an additional year of what's called carryover. So we have participated in the grant for the last 3 years, and we're currently in our last year, which is our carryover period. As a requirement for receiving the funds, we had to agree to allocate 20% of the 19 million to learning loss. I'm happy to report that in those 3 years, we actually far exceeded that amount, and we actually spent over 50% of funds in learning loss. So I'm proud of that. During that time, we to address learning loss, we participated, we let our students participate in summer school, enrichment camps, high impact tutoring, partnering with the Butler Center and Boys and Girls Club. I'm not sure if you're aware, but what we do with the Boys and Girls Club is that we provide fee assistance to families so that their students can participate in interventions there. And we also used software to help identify the learning loss attacks that we had. To address the academic needs of our largest subgroup of learners, ELs, we initiated a partnership with our post-secondary partners, UNG and Now, to provide the ESOL course. We also purchased flat panels, webcams, computers, and we improved our Wi-Fi components so that staff and students could engage in timely learning, whether in person or virtual. We also address student social emotional learning and mental health needs by hiring mental health clinicians, providing professional learning for staff, and purchasing software to help build those emotional competencies, and purchasing supplies directly related to social emotional learning. And those are things like journals, little stress toys, books that are related to different topics. To promote safe and engaging learning environments for all students, we also purchased flexible seating. We were able to do this through providing grants for our teachers. We weren't able to purchase flexible seating for all classrooms, but what we did was we let our teachers apply for grants. And so we gave grant money to about 40 to 45 teachers so that they could actually purchase flexible seating for their classrooms. So as you're in the schools, you see the adjustable stools or the different shape of furniture, they may have been a recipient of that innovative grant. We also expanded our middle school band instrument inventory. They were having to share instruments, and as you can imagine, during any time they really shouldn't be sharing, but definitely during COVID, we did not want to share any band instruments, so we expanded that. And also purchased science materials for K-12 students. We are now in our 4th and final year of ESSER 3, We will continue to provide many of the learning supports as in the previous 3 years. However, we will be adding opportunities for staff to obtain their gifted endorsements, to participate in English language arts professional development, and to take a deep dive into the new math standards and develop corresponding lessons. As an added security feature and to support increased two-way communication between home and school, ESSER funds are being used to install phones in every classroom throughout the district. Based on needs identified through maintenance and operations school walkthroughs, 3 elementary schools, Centennial, GEA, and New Holland, and 1 middle school, Gainesville Middle School East, will receive funds to upgrade the media centers with flexible seating and furniture. Mr. President will have more in just a moment. And so to meet the requirement of using ESSER funds, we are required to review the plan every 6 months, which is why I'm here tonight. This is our 6th review tonight to date, and we would appreciate hearing from you. I'm happy to entertain any comments or any questions.
So we have to end of September to extend all the funds that are left. Which,
We're ready to go.
yeah, we're spending.
So
You'll see an item later this evening that she mentioned, Mr. President, will bring forward that helps take some of the insurance out.
we spent about 12,000 over the first 3 years, and we haven't started funding. And then, we got about 7 million community carryover. That we're spending this year.
So all of those funds came to strengthen tax, that's why we did the fee assistance, Boys and Girls Club, all the summer school. Serving a lot more kids than we would typically serve, serving with every school versus select sites. We did the enrichment camps in the past that she mentioned as well. So we're trying to take that off this summer, just to get back into more of a normal summer routine for the following summer. But she and her team have done a great job of meeting some of that. The East Hall promotion has been the biggest part, helping offset some of those costs.
We're very grateful for the funds and to be able to help our staff and students.
So I just want to speak and say, great job on the report out. I think it's been a very positive outcome from this grant that we received. And it doesn't sound like we have opportunity to reapply for it. So I'm like, this is the one and done deal. This is okay. We have some residuals and things to show for. I would say that flex seating, I have noticed in my pedestrian in Holland, the kids really enjoy it. It's a very interactive room setting, and just be able to walk in and see them so relaxed, but yet engaged and being active in the park, yet comfortable. Like even my sibling says, like, this whole week, I had to test it out, so I'm sure. But it was very fun. So I'm sure those were part of the grants as well. But I would say that we haven't seen it. It is pretty cool to see the different background. Like we didn't have to come in, we had traditional desks. We didn't have an option to go sit on the ball or a flex chair or be like some lounge and still be able to have an interactive learning experience. So those stuff.
And for some students, sitting still all day is a challenge, myself included. So when you have flexible seating, you don't notice it as much because it's more flexible environment in the first place. And it's allowed teaching to happen and not be so focused on every single bit of things. Things a huge benefit. Trouble always comes back to storage. Everybody wants it.
And damage. It does seem to get damaged.
Are there other opportunities for us to consider to continue to offer those grants and fee services that we can apply for after this money, after these funds run out for those
I
students?
imagine there will be, because I cannot imagine that the state is going to spend all of its money. So unless the feds say they have to send it back, there may be other opportunities. But as of right now, I'm not aware.
Yeah, typically what happens is the state and the districts have until certain dates to spend the funds. And then whatever's not spent, you get an idea of how much of that is left over. And the feds may say, we keep it and redistribute it to other grants, or they may say, well, the state, this is how much you were allotted, now you redistribute it to the state. We just don't know yet.
Gotcha.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Gray. All right, next up is Principal Danny Green. To go over our graduation plan. And reveal our honorary diploma recipients.
Absolutely. Well, good evening. As you know, in just 24 school days, we will celebrate our 130th high school commencement at Gainesville High School. And as is now tradition, we'll continue to do this at City Park Stadium under the lights. I know that there was some concern that ongoing construction might necessitate changes to the plan, but privileged to work with Dr. Williams and Mr. Niles, and develop a plan whereby we can still allow families to sit in the lower section of the homestand, and in addition provide some on-field seating to offset the seating that was lost.
from the upper stand. We know that high school graduation is a significant milestone for our students and their families. And so we don't want to get to the point where we're forcing families to decide which set of grandparents get to attend graduation or which aunt or uncle might be left out by forcing them to use tickets. So we're very appreciative of Dr. Williams and Mr. Miles helping us resolve that. Though we know it won't rain. On good authority. We have still got the plan because there are some people who don't share our resolvable faith. So for those, plan B is Saturday evening, still under the lights, still with fireworks. Plan C is Saturday morning, still outside but no fireworks. Plan D is to hold the ceremony indoor in our gymnasium, definitely no fireworks. And that would force us into a difficult situation with tickets, but again, this is just for information purpose. We will be outside on Friday evening. The number is not exact, as you know.
And the board, we would be covered. We still have something.
Yes, we will be covered. But again, not worth anything. The number is not exact. We expect to recognize roughly 500 graduates. It's a great graduating class. Many of them are going on to do some wonderful things. A number of students accepted into Ivy League and nationally competitive universities and colleges. Some recipients of some pretty major scholarships. We're really excited to recognize this group. And the wonderful graduation will continue to host and promote a full slate of celebratory events, including Decision Day on May 3rd in our gym, Scholarship Awards Night on May 8th in our Performing Arts Center, and Baccalaureate, which is sponsored by the student-led FCA on May 11th at Riverbend Church. And of course, we'd like to invite the board and everyone behind me to all of those events that we recognize our seniors. I'll pause at this time for any questions you may have relating to graduation or our running.
Maybe we shouldn't get into this, but knowing what's going on the home side of all construction, in terms of people coming in for graduation, I assume everybody will just funnel in.
Yeah, we'll all enter through the business side.
There will be emergency egress on the home side.
Everybody. Will we have an entrance where the students come in from First Baptist? Will that be available to?
Certain point, yes. We'll have also, if we get close to the start of the ceremony, that'll have to be closed off. But hopefully we'll have that very portion of the time ahead.
All righty, I think members, this is by far the most exciting thing to do as a board member, to watch some people first generation, some people as far as they want to go from an academic standpoint. It's really exciting. It's my favorite.
Just remember to bring the hand sanitizer.
Yes.
We'll have the water for you, as always. Cold water, but yes, you may have to provide your own stuff.
I'm glad to apologize for my behavior that. Meeting, although she's very excited.
Well, I was thinking from a board standpoint up here, I think there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 or 6 in the next 4 years that'll have kids graduate and walk across, and Mr. Green, of course, is his last graduation with us, and Mr. Bear is here this evening, and we're gonna hand that off, of course, going into next year, but, I'll tell you, Mr. Green's first or second year, we had the potential thunderstorms and rain out. One of the things he did is he pulled his seniors who were part of the President's Club together to determine, hey, it's a threat of rain, what do you want to do? And they all said, yeah, well, we want to go outside. And Mr. Green, I believe, told all of them, be sure your parents know you all made this decision.
And that will be true this year also, I'm sure. Okay, well, each year, the Gainesville High School Governance Council seeks recommendations for the coveted, for candidates who are qualified and deserving for the coveted honorary diploma. To qualify, candidates must be living and able to receive a diploma. There's no option in the law. They may have attended, but must not have graduated from Gainesville High School, E.E. Butler, or Vestry. And if they are a member of the Gainesville City School System, faculty, staff, or board, or school board, they would not be eligible for nomination until 3 years after active service. We're looking for honorees that are aligned with the mission of Gainesville High School will fulfill one or more of the following: an individual who's made a notable contribution of time, talents, or resources, an individual who inspires and encourages current and past GHS students, a community member who receives accolades at the state or national level, and a member of the Gainesville business, civic, health, education, or philanthropic community who makes significant contributions to the local community. So since the program's inception in 2009, we have conferred 48 honorary diplomas, and this year we're happy to continue that legacy of recognition where we will be, where we have identified, voted upon, 3 deserving individuals. I'm going to share a small blurb about each of them now. So our first is Dr. Larry Lyons, originally a native of Bryan, Texas, and a graduate of Sandy Springs High School in Georgia, and a U.S. Air Force veteran. He moved to Gainesville in 1979. He's been an avid supporter of Gainesville High School and the community for over 40 years, and has consistently responded to requests from coaches, teachers, and administrators to support academic, athletic, and extracurricular opportunities. Dr. Lyons has been a member of the Gainesville High School Booster Club for 44 years. He's performed physicals for hundreds of Gainesville High School students, oftentimes even at his own home, on his front porch, on the weekends, in the evenings, or right before a game, so they would be ready for it. He was never too busy to step in and help. He supported all programs, but he especially enjoyed making sure our smaller sports were well represented and well resourced. He also made sure that any individual athletes who needed additional resources to participate were given that opportunity. He believed that nobody's social economic status should prevent them from being there. So Dr. Larry Lyons was the first recipient of this year's honorary diploma. Next is Coach Bruce Miller, a graduate of South Valley High School in North Carolina. Coach Miller has been an educator, coach, and mentor for over 40 years. From 2002 to 2017, he served as head football coach, teacher, and SBA sponsor at Gainesville High School. He's earned several accolades, including the AJC Coach of the Year, for having led Big Red to its first Gainesville High School GHSA State Championship in football. He volunteered at Capitol Towers, serving the youth in our city and our family through the Parks and Rec system. I'm very proud of to have Coach Miller again receive an honorary diploma. Finally, this year is Chief Jay Parrish, a graduate of Northville High School. That did make it tough for us to determine whether or not to give this to him.
He was third.
Yes.
This is required.
It is not, he is qualified. So he has a graduate of Northville High School. He has 6 years of decorated service in the United States Marine Corps, and is currently our chief of police. He has served as a vocal advocate for the ongoing mental health crisis in our community, and in part, it's his vision that has united community health care partners, charitable organizations, schools, and emergency services, and providing holistic and connected support to individuals and families in need. Think about this: we're in high school where I would get an email from the chief of police or one of his representatives that says, "Hey, this person had a rough night with something happened at home. Make sure that we take care." I mean, that is what community is about, and that's Chief Jay Parrish. He's worked tirelessly to improve and expand the school resource officer program to ensure that all students have the same learning environment and staff have a safe environment in which to work. He's always found a way to support our requests of him. From attending last-minute phone requests, providing escorts, athletic teams, heading to state competitions, and even wearing Gainesville High School spirit gear, which must have been difficult given that he graduated from Northville. He has been a true supporter of GHS, so we're proud to recognize Chief Jay Parrish. We look forward to formally recognizing each of the honorees at the honorary diploma luncheon at the Gainesville High School Media Center on Friday, May 10th at 11 a.m. And again at our commencement ceremony, which will take place in glorious sunshine on Friday, May 17th. That's awesome.
All right, any further from the board, just so you're aware as well, on that May 10th, we will be unveiling and recognizing Mr. Smith and Sammy Smith Media Center
So that invitation will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. We also have a plaque now that will be installed there in the media center. That recognizes all of the history of the honoration on recipients. That way there's a running history of that. So a lot of things coming together here during this year.
So at 10 or 11 a.m. where?
May 10th is,
And so we'll do both of those things that are already on the end.
it'll be a part of the honorary phone. Yeah, since that was, does he usher that in the New City Schools about 15 years ago?
I do recommend arriving maybe a few minutes early, just because that is our transition time for lunch, right at 11. So, and that's our freshman lunch, so it is, it's quite an energetic group. So, particularly at the end of the year, so if you can get there at 10:56, we save ourselves some hard work.
Mr. Green, real quick, just to confirm a couple of dates you mentioned, decision day is May the 3rd, scholarship day, May the 8th, baccalaureate, May the 11th.
Correct. Thank you very much.
All right, and more members will type that up for you too, we can get it out for you. You can sit on the place.
All right, next up is the action item, 3 action items, first two of which will be handled by Mr. President in Mr. Niles' place.
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure, to be here putting out tonight. We have 2 items I'm going to bring to you. The first one is HVAC replacement at Gainesville Middle School East. So we're asking to replace 8 HVAC units that are in the gymnasium and cafeteria. Our low bidder is Freedom Mechanical in the amount of $323,000.
These are original.
Yes, sir. The funding source will be, Any questions?
What's the average price thing?
Sir,
What's the average price on these units?
this building opened in 2008,
Mhm.
so that's,
This year. Is that good or is that bad?
well, these have had several Band-Aids on them. We've been pushing them through for the last couple of years. The newer units seem to be a little bit better, and they won't last long.
You can say that, most of them be retired by this.
How many units does the school have?
Way
more than 8.
way more than 8, because every classroom has units, there are other units in the hallways. So these are all rooftop units on top.
Yeah.
And new board members, over the last year and a half, we replaced all the ones on Gainesville High School campus. And the building's about 20 years old, we replaced all of those in first, second, third floor in the last year and a half.
Make a motion to approve.
I have a question, but I know that sometimes if the things are pretty close, someone from Gainesville versus Louisville. I can't remember the percentages.
Yeah, we never really put anything in writing regarding that. In most cases, Lula would be considered local as well.
Okay,
I think it was more about the Atlanta area.
Okay.
5% is kind of a thing in there, but we've done business with all of these before.
okay.
All right, got a motion by Mr. Norwood, is there here a second?
Second.
Got a second by Mr. Gill, the questions or comment? All those in favor? Motion carries. All right, next up, Mr. President.
Back again. Second one is our media center renovation makeovers that we're looking to do this summer. Well, the one I have for you tonight is the Centennial Gainesville Exploration Academy in New Holland. Well, actually, we're bringing back Gainesville Middle School East. We do not have all the, we're using a different vendor there. We don't have all the information yet. So we'll bring these tonight. These will be through Gary's Business Products. It's on Georgia contract price. These will be paid through ESSER funds that Shay Ray has spoken of. And the total for all 3 will be $199,207. What basically this will be replacing, adding furniture, shelving, and plastic seat. It's very popular.
What this does includes the flooring that will be updating as well, and I think about that. So that'll be in the future as well, that'll be general fund versus this being compressor. Answer has to be tied to instructional items, that's why we give it flooring and stuff like that through it. This has to get ordered so we can have it ready, working on, be ready for school again.
Dr. Williams, when we do something like this, I understand that the state pricing basically means like they tell us how much it's gonna be. But is it determined like what you need based on how many students at a school? Like it makes the
It's
decision.
based on the actual, each item is itemized to where if you need 20 of these, it has the state price. And so your entire inventory, whatever you're trying to build, McCarry's has been approved to sell that stuff at state contract prices.
Questions, Mr. President?
And of course, that keeps us in the data because it is state contract.
Make a motion to approve the media center renovations.
We got a question, a motion by Mr. Norman, and a second by Dr. Green. All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay.
Mrs. Capital will present the March 2024 financial statements.
Again, I have March 2024 financial statements. March total revenues came in slightly under 5.6 million. Our year-to-date revenues are at 85.6 million, which is 88.8% of our projected budget for revenues. This time last year, our year-to-date revenues were at 87.7%, so we're slightly higher above the projections this time last year. Looking at just a little bit of the detail of the revenues, our property tax receipts are at 102% collected. I really don't anticipate that going much higher than this time. TABT revenues coming in the state and I anticipate that will be very close to our net revenues. Moving on to looking at our expenditures for the month of March, came in at 8.4 million. Year-to-date expenditures are at 75.2 million, which is 77.5% of our budgeted expenditures. At this time last year, our year-to-date expenditures represented 77.1% of our budget amount, so we're very close to years ago. Our March ending fund balance is slightly over 30.8 million. This time last year, we were at 28.7 million. Overall, I would say that we're stating that our projections. Our slots received for the month of March are 1,044,300. It's not reported that we have.
Questions? Motion to accept the report that's presented. Motion by Dr. Ramsey, second. Got a second by Mr. Young. All those in favor? Motion carries. Thank you, Mrs. Taylor. Do we have any discussion now? Do I have a motion to adjourn into executive session? So, motion by Mr. Young, and a second. Second by Dr. Ramsey. All those in favor? Thank you, everyone.